Goblins. Goblins. You're gonna have nightmares tonight. For you. Probably. Yes. Oh gosh. Right along an uninvited guest. Harlots of Spooktalk, here we are. In your room and in your car, swearing words on what we're told. Some are true and some are wrong. Harlots of Spooktalk, here we are. Whispered there in churchyard mode. That he was doing it. Oh, there he is. Okay, it's there.
It's going to be coming really soon. There it is right there. The little legs and the wings.
Forest elf caught on camera.
Real life goblins and trolls caught on camera. Did you see it? Let's get a closer look. The only CGI I see is crazy goblin encounters. Let's leave the goblins and trolls to the professionals.
This the spot. Nah, come back out. Look, why they be peeking like that? Peeking. Alright, so look, let me know. I'm gonna let this stay. Just let me know if y'all think I should try to...
Well, fairies live there. Definitely. So it started out with this. It was supposed to be a fire pit. And then a mushroom started growing around it. Mushrooms could have gone anywhere. Giant yard. Right? Giant yard. Could have gone anywhere.
We've been here for about 2.5 months.
Yep.
And they've been here for about 2 years, I think.
And no mushrooms. But then once she started building a fire pit, some fairies decided that, oh, it's a gift. It's supposed to be a community center. So mushrooms started growing. So we decided to help build this community better. So we're putting rocks around it. We're gonna make this a little teepee hut. We're gonna put some more colors, and it's gonna be a nice fairy garden.
Oh my god.
Okay, so leprechauns. I don't even have a script in front of me. I'm just going off of what I know. One, leprechauns are real and they did exist. And there's a man somewhere in Leprechaun that has a shop that has actual pictures of leprechauns. As a matter of fact, I'll put a picture here. Okay. And if you go back into our episode from last year, you will see all the footage. Everything. It's all there, and it's probably one of my favorite episodes still to this day. And I had like some greenery on my head. Okay, the point is, let's just okay.
And you call me a dork?
Hey, now. So, leprechauns are described as 8th century folklore. They're typically as old men with red beards. Now, fun facts, without looking at anything, fun facts about leprechaun, they're all men. There is no female leprechaun. They're all men.
Why?
And
that's sexist.
I don't know. You know how they make more? Probably fairies. That's my idea. I don't know, but
But
I'm
then where do
pretty
fairies come from?
leprechauns.
But if there's no female leprechaun, then how do
Listen,
you?
listen. I'm just telling you some fun facts that I know off the top of my head. Okay, one, there is no female leprechauns. Two, they are typically bankers, okay, because coins, hello. And they also have jobs as shoemakers. Because have you seen them cute little footsie booty thingies? Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's
They
it.
look like Ronald McDonald's shoes.
With the little buckle.
Shh. She did not hear that. Don't listen to her.
While
That's
she's
not-
speaking about this, I'm thinking of the movie Leprechaun right
Yeah.
now.
I know.
That
shiny
was
in the shoe.
scary. That was scary. I will let you know because it is a little person, and I forgot Jennifer Aniston played in that first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So leprechauns are like little thieving little like forests. Like they like to get the
MFers, yes.
they are bankers. They like to get the money. Like they don't fuck around with that shit. Like they will trick you. They are always looking for some kind of way to like deceive you, right? They are said to have that crock of gold. You know what I mean?
A pot of gold.
No, it's a crock of gold.
I thought it was a pot.
It's a pot, but it's also a crock. They're the same difference.
But
Anyway,
a crock is like a shoe.
no. But it typically goes with the rainbow, right? So, they usually have a very long lifespan. So if you fuck with a leprechaun, you're gonna be fucked your whole life. So be nice, okay? You hear me?
Kick
Don't
that
make
little
fun. No, Okay. They're usually
the
about
little guy.
2 to 3 foot tall old men. Like they have the red jackets, the hat, and they just have those buckled shoes, and that's what they're
I
known
thought they were
for.
green. They wore green.
Yeah, green hats. I don't know why it says red over here.
They're weird.
Red jackets. I don't know. Anyways, maybe red hats, red hair, I
Red
don't know.
hair, red beards. There's the Irish. Mm-hmm.
They're not really a part of a fairy troupe, but that is kind of like my thing because I wrote a children's story on this, and yeah, that's gonna be in book 2. Stay tuned. Anyways, so
Leprechauns are scary.
oh, what is that? Oh, that's sorry. I pushed a button on our thingy.
I was like, are we watching a movie?
No. Okay, so I have a story. And then okay, there's actually a few stories, but I'm going to give you one long story. This is from Accidental Dread 14 on Reddit. The title says, I personally know 2 people who believe they've seen a leprechaun. Just as the title states, I personally know 2 people who truly believe they've seen leprechauns. These 2 stories are unfortunately going to be rather long, but I want you to get the full details, and I'll post whatever that is. I don't know. Those things. Both of these stories take place in Western Pennsylvania. The first story takes place in 1991. My ex-boyfriend's dad was the chief of police of a small town located directly outside of the city. He had several police officers who worked for him, and one of them was called the rookie cop, who I'll call Mike. The police officers in that jurisdiction often assisted the city police with calls. Mike was going to such a call one cold day in the beginning of March. He was driven down a road that was either side of the field of tall, dead brown grass. All of a sudden, Mike saw what he thought was an animal coming out of the grass on the left side. He said he saw the next sequence of events in slow motion. He tried to slow down the cruiser. He saw that it was not an animal, but indeed a small, bald, dirty man dressed in rags, clothes, approximately 2 feet tall, running out from the glass. He slammed on his brakes. The cruiser did not stop fast enough, and he hit a small man in front of the car, and the man flew up in the air. Mike jumped out and ran to the front He said he looked right down at the small man, who he then noticed had a reddish brown hair. The little man began screaming an evil laugh and hopped up, running into the grass on the right side of the road. Mike ran after him. All he heard was the sound of evil, mocking laugh. So, like, I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, y'all know. Shh. Okay, so when Mike got back to the station, he was visibly shaking. My ex's father said that he was pale white and could barely choke out the story. When he finished telling them what happened, everyone except my ex's dad began howling with laughter. The other cops teased him relentlessly about this leprechaun story. Since it was about 3 weeks before St. Patrick's Day, one of the cops went to the dollar store and brought a leprechaun hat. He left it on Mike's doorstep with a note stuck in the brim saying, "I'm coming for you, Mikey." Oh, that's fucked up.
Mm-mm.
The next
Hell no.
that is really fucked up.
Bye-bye.
The next morning, Mike came in crying and told his ex's father he was quitting the police. My ex's father believed Mike and said he could tell he was extremely sincere in his belief that he had hit a leprechaun. He told the other cops to leave him alone about it, and Mike worked with him for years to come. I first heard his story from my ex-father. I could tell he really believed Mike had seen what he had saw. Later that year, Mike was over at my ex's house. I asked Mike about the story. He grew pale and quiet, and he told me exactly the same story his ex's father had told me earlier. He always insisted that he hit a leprechaun with his car that day. The second story takes place in 1998. My childhood best friend, Susan, we'll call her Susan, grew up in one of the most haunted houses I had ever seen in my life, which is a story for another day. She lived in an old farmhouse way out in the country that had been in her family for generations. And it's important to understand how her upstairs was set up. You'd go to the staircase to essentially dead end with a hallway on either side of the staircase. To the right was a very large bedroom, which her parents' room. To immediately left was her sister's room, then Susan's room. Then it was an open hallway which led to the bathroom and a smaller back bedroom. Susan's bedroom had a very open doorway into the hallway that faced the bathroom and the small bedroom. I've always had my abilities. Susan would often tell me of odd things that would happen in her house. Also, she and I would often discuss odd things that would happen to the both of us wherever we would go, or whenever they would go over there. One morning, she came into the school and told me in a whisper that she had seen a leprechaun in the hallway and one of her room that night before. I could tell it scared her. I asked her if she ever seen it before, and she said she had. She said she'd heard rustling noises out in the hallway and gotten out of her bed to peek around the corner. In the corner of the hall, she saw a small man approximately 2 feet tall in dirty clothes with red hair. She froze with fear. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Bless you. Bless you.
Okay.
Bless you.
Then she said the man approximately 2 feet. Okay, and the man She said then the man disappeared. She said she's seen him before out in the corner of her eye moving the hallway at all hours of the day. I remember her clear as day saying to me that it did not look like a leprechaun on the Lucky Charms box. Being an amateur paranormal investigator, even at 9, I asked her to draw me a picture. I still have the picture somewhere at my parents'. She drew a small man with red hair standing in the hallway. She believed she saw the leprechaun one more time, and she told me she never saw it again. It should be noted that Susan was not asleep or in her bed at the time she thought she saw the leprechaun. She would see it out in the hallway or in the corner of her eye when she was upstairs. I believe, too, she saw it over a 6-month period. A lot of strange things happened at her house, and I know to believe that what she saw wasn't just making up stories. Now that I'm older and do paranormal investigation myself, I believe that what Mike and Susan both saw are called Tommy knockers. Tommy knockers are leprechaun-like creatures believed by an immigrant gold miner to live in the mines and move tools and such things. This being a western Pennsylvania, each location where the leprechaun was seen or was above and near a coal mine. They are often described as dirty, straggly, sharp-featured looking little men with reddish hair. I cannot express how sincere both of them were to me when telling me their stories. I personally know 2 people who claim... Okay, but yeah, so that's the story.
They're dwarfs, like Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
Shut up!
Hey, they lived in a coal. They worked in a coal mine. I mean, like,
I lived most of my life in Western Pennsylvania, and I can tell you personally, the stories of Tommy knockers go around since I was a kid.
It would make sense too,
Yeah, that is a folklore from down where I'm from.
that is a pretty well-known one around the world.
Can you imagine? I would probably pee and shit my pants all at the same time, honestly, and then have nightmares for a month, and probably be locked in a psych ward. Yeah.
Same.
Not to be overly dramatic,
Be
but
overly
also at the same
dramatic.
time, I'd be like, "Can we have a discussion? Hold on, can I get 3 wishes?" And he'd be like, "Does this look like the box? The
Does this
house?
look like a genie?
Do I look like a genie to you?
Am I blue?
Let's say you're a little lost," and I'll be like, "I'm a little lost. Hey, you want some biscuits? Let me make you some crumpets. You have a seat. Let me record this interaction." Okay, I'm done.
Are you now? No, you're not.
Yeah. There's gonna be somebody in the comments gonna be douche.
You offended? Yes.
They're gonna be like, "That was a terrible accent," and for that, I apologize. I'm sorry. I tried my best.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
But moving on. So we have, okay, Karli, you have
Wood elves.
wood
Yes, they're from Middle Earth. They favor thick forests such as Middle Earth or the Forgotten Realms around the forest. Their abilities excel in hit and run warfare using short bows and traps. They often use druid magic to influence nature, heal, or create illusions for people. Appearance: they have coppery or tan skin, hair color ranging from black to brown to blonde, so they're all different shades.
Vampires.
No.
Their features may sometimes include plant-like green or brown tones, so they kind of blend in with the forest around them, like the trees. Wood elves live in tribal, tight-knit communities, valuing experience over material wealth. They often protect their borders fiercely and hold strong reverence for the forest deities and natural spirits. They live kind of long, while often living for centuries, which is kind of short for elves. Let's be honest. A few centuries ain't nothing. They're generally considered more earthy and less long-lived, than their high elven counterparts. So they're one of the lower elves. What else are commonly featured as playable in Dungeons and Dragons?
Ooh.
And other stuff like Lord of the Rings. They play a role in that. So
That's true.
Yes, their folklore kind of inspired a lot of TV.
Was it like that little creature guy in Lord of the Rings?
No.
No.
You mean the one that Dobby? The one who wanted fish? No, that wasn't a tree elf. I think they were.
No, the one that was helping him protect the ring and go take it to the.
I don't know.
He
I
had-
really
he-
don't.
He was a little creature guy. I don't remember his name.
It might have. Yeah, I don't either.
I don't.
And I watched Lord of the Rings. That is like one of my favorite books and movies.
I've watched it too, but I
can't
only watched it
pinpoint-
like once or twice. Yeah.
I can't pinpoint. There are different types of elves out there in folklore, and the tree dwelling wood elf is just one of them. They're kind of cute, but yeah, I wouldn't want them on my bad side because they're trickery.
We don't do that.
No. Next up is Tiffany with goblins.
Oh, yeah, those little creatures.
Hey, be nice. Be nice.
Look, So we're gonna go down a rabbit hole, okay?
Okay.
I like rabbit holes.
Because I did find a story too. I'm gonna read after we talk about where goblins. So
Some goblins.
I got
The
my copy
term-
ready.
Okay. The term goblin originates from the old French word gobelin. Gobelin. I don't know.
Gobble.
Gobble.
Gluck, gluck.
So it happened in the
Help
late
me
12th
today.
century. Possibly, so it was possibly linked to medieval Latin gobliness or Greek cobble. I don't know.
Gobliness. That's cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like,
Okay.
come on,
Oh,
little
shoot.
gobliness. Oh, okay.
Shut up. Yeah, so they are typically depicted as small, grotesque humanoids, often with green or leathery skin, unruly hair, and exaggerated facial features like hooked noses or bat-like ears. Like elves, kind of, in a way.
No,
Pointing-
not comparable.
Oh,
Elves
okay.
are
Don't you
cute.
play D&D?
No, I don't.
Obviously, we can tell. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I don't play
says
either.
the one who said, I was about to say, okay, yeah.
Well, you didn't lick her.
They are known for their mischievous or I don't know, their mischievous behavior, ranging from harmless pranks to theft, sabotage, or even violence. Some goblins possess magical abilities, which can be either fairy like or demonic in nature. So, like little Sour Patch kids. So, in folklore, goblins are often associated with subterranean areas, mines, or household spaces. They may attach themselves to homes, banging on pots and pans, moving furniture, or stealing items at night. Certain types, like brownies, are. Whoa, why are they called brownies? I love eating brownies.
No,
It's
no.
the Fae. It's the Fae
Okay.
brownies, right?
Yeah.
So they're household spirits performing chores in exchange for offerings, while others, such as bogarts, are more vengeful or trickster-like, punishing disrespect or misbehavior. Okay. So in the Scottish and English folklore, brownies and bogarts ranging from helpful to malevolent household spirits. I think that's how you say it.
Yeah, malevolent. Malevolent.
So, does that mean they were good and bad?
Yeah. They could be good or they could be bad, depending.
I mean, it depends on your offerings, but you don't want to get involved. Don't want you to
Interesting.
know, like, you're not supposed it's kind of like the Fae, like, they don't want
Whatever-
you to, like, acknowledge them.
Whatever good that comes from it, bad would also trail behind it.
Oh, so
Exactly.
it's like
It's like a favor, but also a curse.
Like
Gotcha.
Sour Patch. Sweet
yeah,
at first,
Sour Patch
then
Kids.
sour,
Yeah.
then sweet, but then sweet, then sour.
It's
Kinda
like,
like
can
that.
you give me
Thanks,
money?
Sour
And then they
Patch.
give you Monopoly money. You're like, this isn't the money that I wanted. They're like, but we still gave you money.
Now
You
you
want
owe
to
us.
take it. Now you owe us a favor still.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tricksters.
Gotta
too.
have to be specific on what kind of money.
I told
Like
you.
you'll wake up and your shoes will be tied together and you're trying to put them on.
Yeah,
kinda
exactly.
things.
That's how you
Rude.
definitely know. That's a sure good sign.
That's rude. So anyways, in the Welsh folklore, they're called coblin, like Coblyn. And those are trickster spirits that can mislead travelers or assist those who show respect. Okay. And then Irish mythology. I'm not going to pronounce this word because I don't know how to, so I'm skipping over it. So they're goblin like fairies with a fondness for alcohol, haunting cellars and breweries. That's so cool. Goblins. So the term goblin has also been applied to similar creatures in other cultures, such as in Korea or the Native American. Yeah, these are in Native American. Yeah, so it's everywhere, right? That's so weird. Goblins. So here's some true stories about goblins because I'm only going to read like two because there was a Appalachian goblin sightings. I don't know if y'all heard about that. So in rural areas like the Appalachian Mountains, people have reported seeing small greenish or shadowy figures darting between trees at night. These sightings often involve sudden appearances, quick disappearances, and a sense of being watched. Wow. Such experiences are common in isolated communities and are sometimes tied to local legends of mischievous or malevolent tricksters. So that makes more sense if they're in the Appalachian Mountains because, all the stories about. But are they really green? No. Okay. That's cool. Are they green or what?
I think it depends on what type of goblin.
Yeah. I mean, just they could be green, brown, Same with like the leprechauns, but not actually, they don't look like a leprechaun at all. As a matter of fact, if you want me to pull up a picture for y'all while we're here, we can do that. Trying to find what this is realistically what I think they would look like. How's that? Let's see here. I believe they would look like something like that.
Okay.
Or if
I
you
still would put that in my pocket. I still would.
Or
they're so cute.
I know.
We don't collect gremlins.
Oh, I could. That looks like a chubby little baby with big ears.
That looks so cute. It could be like a little gnome in your yard. Aww.
If y'all want to go back to the wood elf photo.
Oh yeah, they're cute.
Y'all are so silly. They're
Anyways,
so cute. Let me put them in my
they
pocket.
are.
And then you get bit and you're like, oh, the fuck?
This little B word.
I'm gonna have to train it. Train it, not to bite. Bad puppy.
I'd be like, I can't be trained, you witch.
So, like, instead of training your dragon, it's called training your goblin.
Okay. I just want the universe to know that is not me saying this.
Nope, that's us. I want a goblin. Give me
I
one.
do too. Hey. Anyway, so there was another sighting.
Hold on 1 second. Let me pull this up for you. There you go. There's your little tree elf. Yeah. See that face right there, smack dab in the middle, looking down at you like.
I still would be like, yo, hi.
Yeah, how's the weather out there?
You're staying out there.
Freaks.
Can you
be my friend?
I'll be your friend if you be my friend. I
My
got your
friend.
back.
Why can't
You got
we
my
be
back.
friends? Why can't we
I bet
be
you nobody
friends?
will ever break my house.
Hell yeah, you got your
I
goblin.
bet you that goblin or wood fairy would let people. They'd be like, "Come on in, just let me in, come on in, everybody."
I would give it. I would make sure Jameson's out there and some good stuff. So,
Y'all are some freaks.
Says the one who has many different voices tonight.
yeah, I know.
I've been thinking about it. I kind of want to be a voice actor. I think I could do it, especially while I'm sick. Especially.
Okay, well, anyway, so here's another sighting that happened in Kentucky in 1955.
Just gotta chill.
It's called the Hopkinsville Goblins. It's one of the most famous goblin-like encounters occurred on the night of August 21st, 1955, near Kelly, Kentucky. Witnesses described small humanoid figures about 3 to 4 feet tall with large reflective eyes, clawed hands, and a metallic or silver sheen. They were said to glide or float, appear impervious to gunfire, and repeatedly approach a farmhouse before retreating. The event drew police, state troopers, and military personnel, but no physical evidence was found. That's weird.
That is creepy as hell.
That is weird.
I want to put it in my pocket.
Yeah. But they said the U.S. Air Force's Project Blue Book reviewed the case but did not confirm extraterrestrial involvement, though it remains a well-documented close encounter in UFO history. So they're like categorizing them with aliens?
Well, folklore.
Huh. But, okay, so I did find a story on Reddit. Because that was...
Here comes the rabbit hole.
I wanted to find, like, a real kind of, like, someone's experience.
I knew I made a good choice when I gave you this subject. Karli, on the other hand, she looked like she had second thoughts about this. I did not. I knew this was not going to fail.
I love goblins. So where's his? Oh, this was posted 4 months ago by Kevin Roberts. That's it says real goblin sightings. I have seen real goblins before. It was in rural Wisconsin, in between a friary and a graveyard. They were circling around some tree, and it was quite foggy when they appeared, but they were unmistakably goblins. This was around 2006, 2007, and I have thought about it every day since. It was in a small town not too terribly far outside of Fond du Lac. Okay. The goblins were short and mostly brownish. They had large, toothy mouths, large yellow eyes, and small, not quite horn nubs on their head. I wish I had been able to stand there and look at them more, but it was a terrifying experience. There was also another man with me at the time who corroborated my story at the time by telling me what he saw before I told him what I had seen, and his description matched mine exactly. He has since threatened to off me when I asked him about this years later. So the goblins were incredibly short, probably about 3 feet tall, maybe shorter. They may have been little stubby tail nubs as well, and some of them were more greenish in color, but they were mostly brown. So they were dancing around a tree when I saw them. I am hoping to hear from other people who have seen real goblins, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah. So weird. That was the story. That was the story in
Oh my gosh.
itself. So it's like
Right.
little aliens. They're like the same color. Aliens, goblins, aliens. Brown, green, brown.
Oh my
But
God.
aliens are taller and goblins are shorter.
Maybe we should do an
Maybe.
episode on
Ooh.
aliens versus goblins.
Goblins are the little kids of the aliens. Got it.
I'm sorry, universe. Just remember, I'm not taking her karma.
Mystery
is all her,
solved.
boo. This is all her.
Mystery
Yeah,
is
all
solved.
her with that one.
Mm-mm.
Alien babies being goblins. It might be
You're done. Okay, moving on to fairies. Now, we're trying to stick with the Irish folklore, but it kind of goes into like a witchy folklore. So, like, key elements to a fairy in Irish folklore is they are not to be trusted, nor are they your friends. They are treated with respect, similar to lesser gods. They can look like a human size or taller, often described without wings, and can be beautiful or terrifying. I'll put up some pictures here in a moment. So the parents, they can be human sized or taller, often described without. Oh wait, I just said that. Blah, blah, blah. Which is funny because aren't they like super tiny? I don't know. Anyway,
dragonflies.
Yeah, here's a photo we can look at while I explain this. This is somebody that caught it on well, okay, let me give you this one. This is like the bones. So there's this one I thought was pretty interesting. Okay, so they ancient artwork.
Real?
I'm gonna let you decide. So
okay, keep going. I'm gonna dissect this picture.
And there's so ancient earthwork forts and isolated trees, especially hawthorn, are known as fairy gateways, and disturbing them is to believe to bring serious misfortunes. Like, you don't fuck with the fairies, okay? Like, you don't. Like, they are like demonic beings, okay? They are straight from hell. Like, you don't fuck with them. They're most supposedly said to be most active at dawn, dusk, Samhain, which is Halloween, and May Eve. They haunt crossroads, riverbanks, and misty hills. Now, fairies can create illusions to trap humans, like making them lost, altering the perception, and that's kind of when we get into like a fairy circle, which I'm going to show you here. And let's see. There you go, and that's a fairy circle. And you might see some in your local parks. You know, these can be seen pretty much anywhere.
Are those candles or mushrooms?
Mushrooms. This is like real life stuff. So if you see something like that, before you walk into it, you have to ask permission. Like, don't fuck around and find out.
You know, I've seen those in my yard.
Oh. You don't say.
Yeah. No, I'm serious.
I'm just gonna be right back. I'm just gonna end the segment here. No, I'm saying. But in witchy perspective, which I don't know, I know we're staying with Ireland, but I kind of wanted to get into that. They can help ward off evil. Like, they like iron. Supposedly that's the most effective defense. Carrying iron, hang on iron horseshoe, prongs up over the door, place an iron knife at the entrance. A rowan, which is like a mountain ash, that's also sacred and protective, and you often hang that over your doors. It's kind of like a plant. Other protective herbs includes foxglove, rue, heather, and St. John's wort. I know we were not supposed to be getting a witchy lesson, but we'll just do it real quick. So salt, you hear that a lot. Put a circle of salt around your home or property, and that acts as a barrier against the mischievous fae. Running water. Fairies cannot easily cross running water. They are tiny little beings, so there's that.
They fly.
Yeah. Now, their clothing, if it's pixie led, it's lost in a familiar territory or feeling trapped, turn your jacket or socks inside out to break the glamour. Karli's like, I don't even know what.
What
Like,
did I get myself into?
She told me a long time ago she don't fuck with the fairies.
No, I did. I'm just sitting back listening. That's all I'm doing. Just sitting back.
So when you're establishing like offerings and like, you know what I mean? First of all, I would not do that personally, but people do that. So you're going to have to establish a boundary. So before inviting any energy, you're going to clearly state any fae, seti, or good neighbors who honor free and will and do not wish me harm are welcome. Any being that crosses my boundaries is barred. You can, for offerings, you can leave like small gifts on the windowsill, under a tree, or in a corner of your garden. They do like cream, milk, honey, butter, and sweet cake. I've always known sweet cake to be a thing. And then always be respectful. Never say thank you directly to a fairy, as it implies a debt. Instead, say, I am grateful or I appreciate this. Do not call them fairies or refer them to as the good neighbors, the people of the mount, or the others. So basically, if I'm going to put an offering out, I would probably just be like, here you go. You know, leave it at that. You know what I mean?
Hey, you.
Hey, you there.
Tiny shit. Here you go.
Yes, but it's different when you're like, you know, you having your actually giving offering to like your deity. Is that how you say it? Deity. Yeah. So never eat or drink anything given to you by a fae. It can bind you into their realm and make you unable to return to human form. Now.
Oh, but we get wings and we can fly.
If you see or encounter the fae, fairies, whatever, don't run. If you see a fairy hound or feel they are near, do not run. Running makes you a prey. Avoid direct eye contact. If you meet an Amaden na Burni, which is a fairy fool, do not look him in the eyes and do not let him touch you, as he can steal your mind. Leave immediately. If you feel watched or sense a shift in the air, leave an area immediately and do not look back. Do not disclose names. Never tell a fairy your full name or they may gain power over you. Now, here's some daily tips. Throwing out water is an older tradition. Never throw water out of the house at night without calling, watch out, just to warn them. Oh, shit. I do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
The first drop, if you are cooking or making tea, leave the first sip or bite for the good neighbors. Oh, shit, I never do that either. But I don't fuck with the fae like that. If your butter won't churn, it is thought the fairies had taken it. A common remedy was to put a stick under the churn. So, anyways, so fairies.
So they're not like pretty like Peter Pan makes them out to be.
No.
Oh, hell no.
So Peter
No.
Pan lied to us as kids. Why were we lied to all of our lives?
Yeah, it might look like Tinkerbell, but it's not Tinkerbell.
They're more
You
like
know.
demonic looking
Yeah.
beings.
They are big, but they remind me of like moths, dragonflies.
To me, I would think that they would be like super duper tiny, like not within like an eye.
I don't know, but if I've ever hit one, I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
Oh my gosh. Universe, we are not responsible for her comments.
No, I'm the only one responsible for my comments.
If we have bad luck, we're in trouble. But we are going to end this episode here. I hope y'all really enjoyed it. Have a very, very fun, happy St. Patrick's Day. Wear your green, have a beer, and celebrate a win. Love
Have
you
green
guys.
beer.
And blessed be.
Bye.
Oh, you think you got away? Static in the hallway air, fingerprints on every prayer. You locked the door, you checked it twice. Still you feel that icy bite. Mirror fog, nothing to. Shadows stretching over you. You said my name, you fed the dark. Every word a little Harlots of Spooktalk, here we are. In your room and in your car, swearing once on what we're told. Some are true and some are wrong. Of Spooktalk, here we are. Under skin and in your scars, swearing once on what we're told. Some are true and some are wrong. Lights flick off, the volume jumps. Radio coughs and broken lumps. Voices crawling through the hiss, calling out the names you miss. You choke it off, it's just a game, but something answers when you say my name. Cold seatbelt across your chest. I ride along an uninvited guest. Harlots of Spooktalk, here we are. In your room and in your car, swearing once on what we're told. Some are true and some are wrong. Harlots of Spooktalk, here we are. Whispered there in churchyard moan, swearing once on what we're told. Some are true and some are wrong. Footsteps racing down the stair. You're alone, but I am there. Hey! Say you don't believe it all. Why you shaking at the wall? Pray till you shut your eyes. I slip in between the lies. Every rumor that you hold, some are fresh and some are Harlots of Spooktalk, here we are. In your room and in your car, swearing once on what we're told. Some are true and some are wrong. Harlots of Spooktalk, here we are. From the cradle to the yard, swearing once on what we're told. Some are true and some are
Goblins.
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 You're gonna have nightmares tonight.
So are you.
Probably. I'm on a mattress.
Oh gosh.
Do you think they sound like this? I'm a goblin.
No.
No.
Or you think they're like, I'm a goblin?
Oh,
Wait,
no.
how do you do the Irish accent? Oi, don't touch my biscuits. Don't make me get my wooden
No.
spoon.
Shh. Okay, I can't find any stories really on goblins.
Tiffany is on the spiral for goblins. Look up real stories.
Well,
Find the rabbit hole.
I don't see none.
She's being dramatic, y'all.
I'm not.
You're still recording.
Goblins.